Good morning. Welcome to the Properties Committee. I'm Kay Williams. I am the chair. So glad to see so many of you here this morning. So we will get started promptly on time. We do have a quorum. For those of you who are able, please stand for the pledge to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. As usual, I will read the meeting procedure statement. Governing board and its committees conduct all of their meetings in compliance within Arizona Planned Community Associations open meeting laws per ARS section 331804 and in concert with RCSCW bylaws, policies, and standing rules. Parliamentary procedure is outlined in the most recent edition of Robert's Rules of Order, will also be followed in all meeting as appropriate, consists of bylaw 3.07 procedures for owner members meetings and standing rules 2 and 3. Adopted by the governing board on January 27, 2025. Moving along. 2.01 is approval of the March 6th minutes. Does anyone have any corrections or changes? Seeing none, they will be filed as written. Next, we have a historic moment. We get to say this is the last meeting that we're going to have Carl with us. And Carl, it's been a whole lot of fun, and wish you all the best. But
Thank you.
Is your new replacement going to do this next section, or are you?
Yeah, I'd like to introduce Dave Johnson, the new Capital Projects Manager.
Welcome, Dave.
Thank you. And good to meet you all.
Okay.
And everyone else. Good morning.
Good morning.
Again, thank you, Director Williams. The update for capital projects, it's only a couple of properties that we did some work on. RH Johnson, we finished the lecture hall stage monitors that we're looking at here and the AV cart that Russ is sitting at back there. We will be starting in tentatively in June the Silvercraft room remodel project. Current update: we've executed the contract and we're preparing and procuring materials and getting ready for starting in June. And we're estimating a 12-week project timeline. And then Lizard Acres pub remodel. We've received the plans from the architect. We have reviewed them. The architect's updating them based on our review. And within a week or so, should have those ready for submittal to the Arizona Fire for plan check, and then also to the county for building plan check. And that one will be also about a 12-week project. So that's all that's happening at RH Johnson. Kuntz, we performed an asphalt repair on the walking path or track, and then also maintenance on the softball field turf. So that's all been done over the last couple weeks. Thank you.
I have one question. The cabinets for the Silvercraft, I know that was a real issue, trying to get somebody to bid on doing those cabinets. Is it correct to assume you found someone at a reasonable price?
Yes, we've come in under budget on that.
Ooh,
and with all cabinets included in the scope.
marvelous, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My list is even shorter. So the exterior painting at Beardsley continues. We are currently at 20%. We got delayed with weather and some issues with the lift. And then at Palm Ridge, for those of you that don't know, we have a scheduled closure on April 10th for all the aquatic the pools, as we have leak detectors coming in to check for a leak that we believe we have in East Spa. So they pressurize that system and they need total quiet so they can hear and pinpoint the leak. And then once they find the leak, they'll give us a quote of how much that leak is to fix. And that's all I have.
I have a comment, or question I'll address to Carl, because you were part of the group that selected the new equipment that we have at the gym at Palm Ridge. I'm sure you're aware, but we are having an immense amount of machines broken down and not getting repaired quickly. There's 2 or 3 machines, one of them which has already been 6 weeks with nobody coming out to repair it. I'm assuming that we rely mostly on the company we bought the machinery from, since it's probably still under warranty. They probably would rather not have our people try to fix it. Is that correct?
So first of all, I'm not aware of that after purchase, that's not my department. So between Sabrina and Russ has the pool and fitness room equipment supervisor. So we can get back to you on that, but unless Russ has any kind of update to give. So This is actually the first time I've heard this.
I thought that might be the case, which is why I was bringing it up.
Okay, so and I would be surprised that, that Sabrina and Russ haven't talked if there's a lengthy issue or a delay. So I'm unaware.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And I can just add, I do know that there was a member comment form about a machine that is down, and I saw the response from staff was that it was awaiting a part that was on order. So that's probably the one, I'm guessing at least, that was 6 weeks down or whatever. But I haven't seen member comment forms about excessive amount of machines breaking down, but I know there was at least one that has been down for a bit.
Yeah.
But we can follow up on it for you.
I'm sure other groups have noted it as well, but our 6 o'clock bunch is very cognizant of that, and they're a very consistent group of the same people that come every day. So they've, asked what's happening.
Right.
Why aren't they fixing it?
Yeah, we'll certainly we will look into it for sure, though.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. I know that the plan is, Carl, that we talked about before, but just to make sure your replacement is aware, before we go out and go to bid, when we do the 25-26 replacement of the equipment over at Beardsley, I would hope we get some kind of a survey of the users and get in some dialogue as to what kind of equipment they like, which they don't. Just as an example, not all of us are 6 feet tall, and some of the new equipment that we have at Palm Ridge is we about need a step ladder to get up to get the handles to use the equipment. So, just taking into consideration what we're buying and what's getting used the most, what doesn't get used so often, or why doesn't it get used?
So it is a capital purchase. The reason that I was involved in the capital purchase for the last 2 years is because I was ops manager.
Right.
So going forward, Sabrina is responsible for that purchase.
Okay.
And based on last year's involvement from the community, follow up after purchase, she is taking it to a whole new level of, vetting materials.
Good.
We have some new available manufacturers. So I can just tell you that she's taking it to a higher level for purchasing.
Thank you. Any other comments from the audience or any of you with any other questions? Yeah, go ahead. Excuse me.
Carl, which one's the next one we're gonna do? I forget. I know you said it, I believe.
Kuntz is in this budget that you are getting ready to make a recommendation for. Cardio equipment only.
Any other questions? Thank you both for your report, appreciate it. Moving on to 4.01. The proposed fiscal 25-26 complete report. This is the last time that we will be looking at this from this committee. And just as a reminder, the only things we are going to be hearing about today are those things that are related to this Properties Committee's responsibilities. It won't be like the old days when we went through the same 30 pages every month for 6 months. So I think you're taking it over for today, sir?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you again. So these are the different color blocks that we've been reviewing for a couple months now. And what we would be doing is reviewing anything that has changed. And at this point, everything you're looking at, you reviewed last meeting, and there have been no changes. So essentially to the new capital projects and to the repair and replacement and the golf projects that are listed on these sheets is exactly what's presented, nothing new. If you go to the presentation, and this shows you the overall budget as it has been updated and revised with other changes, but none to the property committee. So at this point, there really isn't anything else to review. Unless you have any questions, of course.
Do any of you have any questions or comments about anything for the benefit of our limited audience? This is a new experience for us today because we are on a new plan of attack and we're saving lots of trees and lots of paper. So no longer do we have those 30 or 40 or 50 page packets here before us. So it is a little different, and we're probably one of the first to experience this. So you've had the copies before, but I just wanted to make sure if any of you had any comments or changes or any questions about anything, now's the time. Otherwise, we will just be forwarding this as a recommendation from the Properties Committee that we are suggesting it continue with no changes to what we have today. Anybody have any questions or any comments? Anything from the audience? Our two guests in the back row, do you have anything you want to add? Okay. In that case, I would say that we have now taken care of 4.02 and 03 as well, right? We weren't going to do anything else special for those. So we have consensus. Do we have consensus to move it forward without any changes? Okay, we will send that forward to the workshop for the governing board. That gets us to 5.01, committee comments. Let's start down on that far end. Go ahead.
Yes. Well, a couple things. I appreciate the less paper. I think that's a very positive thing. And I would like to express a personal thanks to Carl for all his help, especially with the Silvercraft remodel. It has been a struggle, but we're finally, I think, on the final stages with maybe one more glitch that we'll work on internally. So thank you.
No? Mike?
I'd like to reiterate what she said about Carl. I remember Carl's first project was the tennis courts, and it was a big project, and he was gung-ho and did a great job, and he's continued to do that throughout his career, and retirement's a little better program, though, I'd say, so you'll like that. Congratulations.
John? Suzanne?
Carl, I just want to say thank you to you too. This is our last meeting with you. I know you have 2 more meetings that you'll be able to participate in with the workshop and the governing board meeting. And we look forward to that. And we look forward to seeing you in the community as well. And then I just want to say welcome to Nick in the back as being elected to the governing board.
Any comments? Carl,
Thank you,
there
committee.
can't be enough words to describe, how many years has it been? 9 years?
8 years.
8 years. And we haven't killed each other yet.
Nope.
We've had a few battles where we didn't always see eye to eye, you and I, but I appreciate you and all your hard work, and it's been a pleasure working with you in all these different capacities, and I wish you good health. Remember how to have fun, and there is life after being a volunteer or an employee of the wonderful Sun City West. So best wishes to you.
Thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure working with you, Director Williams. Thank you, committee.
I'd just like to follow that with, I'll be glad to carry on as best I can with how Carl has set things up, and will happily be called at any moment by the maintenance crew. They've affectionately named me Carl's Jr. So I will happily walk in that role. So anyways, I'm glad to be here, and thank you again, Carl.
We're glad you're here too. Thank you. Audience, do you have any comments? I know it's a long way from the back to the front, but you're good? Okay. Without any other further comments, we are adjourned. Thanks for coming.